Have you ever had a wardrobe full of clothes and still felt like you had nothing to wear? That experience has been happening to me my whole life, but in the last 2 years, it's been happening somewhat more often. And that's because last year, 2024, I put myself on a complete clothing ban, not even secondhand, not even knickers. And this year, I have a very, very strict budget of how many clothes I am allowed to buy, which is not very many. So when you don't buy that many clothes, yes, you do start to wear some of the clothes that you already have, way more, but you also start to realize how many clothes you're not wearing, and you kind of have to sit with why that is. And it pushes you to actually act on those best of intentions you might have had previously and actually fix or change the things that you own so you do want to wear them. Now of late, I have been noticing all the different ways I want to change the clothes that I own. And I've noticed that they kind of fall into 3 categories. And would you believe it? Those categories are maths. The changes essentially boil down to subtracting something, adding something, or dividing something. So I thought I would show you 3 dresses today and different ways that I am going to modify them by simply just looking at them and going, do I want to subtract something? Do I want to add something? Do I want to divide something? Let's take a look at these dresses. Okay, so this is dress number 1, and it's probably very obvious to you what might need to change. But let's talk about the positives first. I love the cut of this. I love this very unusual seam line here and the fact that there's a pocket in the seam line. I love that it kind of looks like denim, but it's actually that kind of gauzy cotton that if you're in the UK, you were forced to wear during PE. Who knew I'd be wearing those again on purpose? But the real key thing here, I think we can all see, is that it is far too long for me. This is from a sustainable brand I bought maybe like 4 years ago or something called Bibico. And on the models on the website, well, the skirts are about here. Now, I was just going to ignore this, and I have been ignoring it for years. I've worn it a lot just by wearing a belt. But recently, belts have been annoying me, and I quite like the way it was originally designed. And I think just because I'm 5'2" and petite doesn't mean that I don't deserve to wear things as they were designed. So I don't see why not, with my limited sewing skills, that I can't just do this somehow. In fact, maybe I'm going to mark right now where I want to subtract some fabric. Word for the wise, because I've done this wrong many times. If you bend down to mark where something is, that does change where the fabric is. So make sure you then stand up and check, because it'll have moved up. Oh, I've made some errors that way. Okay, I think that I would like it to be about there. I don't think it needs to be incredibly drastic. I think just taking off that much will make it look much more like it was made in my size. And that's incredibly rough, but I don't really care, because as long as it's vaguely like that length, it'll be fine. Next dress. Okay, you're gonna laugh because dress number 2 is one I actually made myself. And you might be saying, Lena, if you made it yourself, how is it not to your preference? Like, you got to choose literally everything about it. And to that I say, as if I ever know what I want. No, when I sewed this dress, I wanted to just do it fast. I wanted to wear it for something, and I just wanted something incredibly simple. And I didn't add pockets because I hate myself. Misogyny, splodgeny, the call is coming from within the house. So I thought I would use some of the extra fabric I have left over from making this dress to add some patch pockets. Patch pockets are the ones that go on the outside of the garment, like that. I could open the seams and do inner seam pockets. I actually have a video where I did that to a dress once, so I'll link it up here. But I feel like patch pockets would be a nice, like, give this a more casual look and like a bit of interest when you've got a pattern. I don't know, I think it would look quite cool, and it gives me the opportunity to maybe decorate the pockets as well. We shall see, but that is the plan for dress number 2. Dress number 3 is also a surprise to me that I want to do anything to it, because I absolutely bloody love this dress. It's actually one of the dresses I spent my tokens on this year. It was a dress that was gifted to me by a brand called Joni, who are B Corp certified and like actually a size inclusive brand that have been listed as good on the Good On You website. I know, a mythical unicorn at this point. And I lusted after this dress for like almost a year, and when they offered to send me one, I was like, well, this is the one. This is the one I'd wear all the time. And I did feel like I had worn it a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like every time I wore it, I had a good time, I had good memories in it. I felt like I'd worn it a lot. And then I checked the Index app, which is where I am tracking what I am wearing at the moment, and it turns out I have worn it a grand total of 4 times. I've had this dress since January, maybe February. And I was like, I love it so much. Why aren't I wearing it? And I think what I love most about this dress is the fabric. It's also very comfy and like loosey-goosey and amazing, but it's the fabric. And I actually think that I might wear it more if I was able to mix this fabric with other stuff that I own. And I think also it's quite a big like statement dress. And if I could dress it down a little bit more, I think I'd wear it more. I'm also in a real need of some skirts, like some good colourful skirts. I think I only have like 3 skirts in my wardrobe at the moment that fit, and I think I'd really benefit from a 4th. So you can probably see where this is going. This is my divide dress. The plan is to get the best of both worlds by chopping her in half. I think this would make a really cute like going out top with some black jeans or something. And then I also think this skirt would look amazing with like casual t-shirts or tank tops. And then I can still get the effect, in theory, of this dress, because then I can just wear them both together and I'll have some like ventilation around my middle. So that's the dream. This is the one I'm most scared of, I'll be honest, because I think this dress is like bloody gorgeous and it's still quite new to me, but I also refuse to let it just sit in my wardrobe and not get worn. So I'm hoping this is going to work out. Not sponsored by Joni. Joni, if you're watching this, sorry I'm cutting up your dress. It's in the name of sustainability and fashion and learning. Let's see what happens. Right, I am going to go and sew, and then we're going to check back in and see if I've ruined all of my favourite clothes. Okay?
Texture like sun lays me down. With my mind she runs throughout the night. No need to fight, never a frown with golden brown.
And just like that, 3 of my favourite pieces of clothing are back in circulation. I thought I'd start with the most boring one. I just took some material off the bottom of this. I kept on thinking of going shorter, but then thinking about how much I hate putting sun cream on my knees. And sometimes it's okay to make fashion decisions like that. I would give this a 1 out of 10 for difficulty. It was so simple. It was literally just cutting, folding twice, ironing, and sewing a straight line. You could do this without a sewing machine as well. Even any of these you could, but particularly this one. It's so simple to take up a garment. I can't even explain to you. And the fact that I've wanted to do this for so long and haven't, it's kind of embarrassing. But the most important thing is that we've done it now. Next, me made with pockets. There is nothing more humbling than adjusting something that you've already made from scratch, because unlike when you're adjusting a shop bought thing and you're like, oh, can't believe it's made like this, or like, oh, this bit could be better, you did it. You made it. And while I was adjusting this, I found so many hang threads that I had been too lazy to cut out of this. But anyway, that's not the point. I'm really happy with this modification. This was super simple as well. If you want the measurements for the pockets, I can tell you that they are exactly 1 hardback of Doppelganger by Naomi Klein wide and long plus 1 centimetre. You're welcome. I decided to add the pockets exactly in the middle of the side seam because I think it gives like quite a cool silhouette, and I often see patch pockets on the front of garments, or like I guess if in jeans on the back, but I rarely see them on the side, so I thought it was a good opportunity to just do something a little bit weird. I like that these will definitely be like the perfect size for a book as well. In fact, let's get a book. Let's not half-ass things, Lena. Evidence This pocket is the perfect size for a paperback book. Genius. And I ended up ironing on this really, really cute patch of a lobster that I got off Vinted for £1. How satisfying is that? I would give this a 3 out of 10 for difficulty, because you do have to pin stuff to the dress and like get it all level and stuff, but really, I mean, negligibly. It would be a 2.5 out of 10 realistically. Really, really happy with this modification. I'm definitely going to wear this dress more now that I know I can like drop all my little shrapnel into the pockets as I walk around, and it just feels more complete now. I feel like I made it, must have been maybe 8 or 9 months ago now, and I've enjoyed wearing it, but it didn't feel complete, and now it does. If you wanted to do this modification but you didn't have like extra fabric, it was like a dress that you'd bought rather than made, you could just use mismatchy fabric and find something that complements it or is just in a block color. That would be pretty cool. Or if you have a dress that is also too long, you could do the modification from the first blue dress and take it up and then use that extra fabric to make patch pockets. Imagine. Right, number 3, you're gonna lose your mind. Here is Divide. And I don't think this will divide anybody. I think this is going to be a universal success for anyone who wants to do it. This is the one I'm most happy about, that I really feel like I've already been wearing this skirt all morning. It's such a big win for me. Definitely the hardest of the modifications. I think I would probably give this, only a 4 out of 10. Like, you're still just sewing seams and like folding things over. It's really not that hard, but you do have to make a channel. I made a little channel for the elastic, thread some elastic through, make sure you don't twist the elastic, which I did and had to unpick it. But you can just get this is just some elastic I got for like £1.50 from the supermarket, like very, very simple stuff. Even though this is definitely my most versatile and successful project, 2 things that I regret. 1, I think I made this bit slightly too short. I just would like a little bit more room here. I was nervous that I wouldn't have enough fabric to make the channel for the elastic, but now I know that there's plenty. I forget how short I am. Like, there's obviously plenty of fabric at the bottom of the skirt. It's fine. And then 2, we had to lose the pockets. I know, it hurt me too. No one is more upset than me. I could add inseam pockets at some point. That wouldn't be too hard. Maybe I will at some point. But the original pockets contextually were set up here, so I had to like cut them out to make the elastic of the skirt. So that's the other sad thing, but not like that sad. I think I'll live. Now, I think from afar, this gives a very similar look to the original dress. So I can still wear it in its original, fabulous, outgoing form. However, let me show you the combos that are possible. Simple with a black tank top. Love this. Very relaxed, very breezy for summer. Easy breezy with an oversized shirt like this, maybe even a cap. Going to the market, chilling out. Or, oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm a millennial. Am I allowed to say it? I don't know. I think I'm ready. Slay. Slay! Wearing something else like brightly coloured on top, but in a different pattern. Pattern clashing. Oh my God. When it gets a little bit warmer, this is all I'm going to be wearing. Obsessed. Okay, let's show you the top combos. Okay, this one's the obvious. Jeans and a nice top. Would totally feel confident, maybe like delivering a talk in this or something like that, like a more professional engagement that I sometimes have to do. This would be great, but way less full on than the dress was. Or we can put it with like a color block skirt like this, and it can be a bit more relaxed, a bit more like, hey, I'm having a good time, but I'm not going anywhere fancy kind of thing. It also look good with blue jeans. I don't have any, but I'm seeing that it would. And yeah, I just feel like I didn't lose the use of the dress this way. Like, I can still use it as a 2-piece, but I also get to use it in all these other ways that I think are going to make it feel a bit more casual. Oh my God, maybe with dungarees. What do we think? Okay, conclusion. My conclusion is you should do this. No, if you were thinking, looking at a garment in your wardrobe and thinking, oh, I can't make it work. I'm not wearing it. I don't know why. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Could I subtract something? Could I add something? Or could I divide this poor, unfortunate garment, gut it from the middle, and split it in two. After all, there is a reason you added that piece of clothing to your wardrobe, and it's really good to just practice some very, very simple sewing skills to be able to modify things so that you wear them more to your preference. If you are somebody who can't sew for whatever reason or doesn't want to, you can also take it to your local tailor or your local dry cleaner. Sometimes dry cleaners do it, and they are really, the ones I've shown you in this video are really, really simple. So I imagine the cost will be relatively low to get an alteration like that done. But at the end of the day, in this confusing world of sustainable fashion, the most surefire way to make sure that something in your wardrobe doesn't end up in landfill is to, drumroll please for the hack, keep it in your wardrobe. I hope you've enjoyed today's little look into my sewing frivolities. Let me know in the comments which modification was your favorite, and if you'd like to try any of these yourselves. This video was made possible by the Gumption Club, and we've just had a refresher on the Patreon, so now we are completely monthly. As you know, I make all these videos for free, so the tiers are priced in units of things you might want to buy me as a thank you if you really enjoy my videos and my mission, which is to get us positively panicking a little bit more, interacting more consciously with our wardrobes and also with the climate crisis. You can get me a cinnamon bun, you can get me a coffee, you can get me a pizza if you're feeling fancy, or maybe just a little lolly. In exchange, you can get weekly podcasts from me. There's like 140 of them, a backlist you can get access to right now. We have an amazing Discord server, including lots of different threads about sustainable sewing, swapping tips, sharing our hashtag journeys, learning. So if you're a beginner sewer, it's a great community to be part of, early access to videos and much more. So thank you to the Gumption Club for making these videos possible. Give your clothes a chance. Frog Snog out.